Well, thank you for joining me today. I thought we would talk about how to stay motivated in today's society with the pandemic going on. I thought this was a really important topic. I know that I have experienced some difficulties in staying motivated in today's pandemic and the situation that we find ourselves in. So I thought that I would share some tips that I have found to stay motivated in general and then also musically. So let's get started, and if you like this video, please subscribe down below and follow me for tips and tricks for musical items every Monday. So let's dig in. So first off, let's just talk about things in general that would be good to do to stay motivated in today's day and age. So let's first talk about staying healthy. So obviously staying healthy is a great thing to stay motivated. Let's talk about sleep. Sleep is, I think, the number one most important thing. Not too much sleep and not too little sleep. So try to stick with a general good time to go to bed and stick with that bedtime every night. I know that's really difficult, but try to stick with a bedtime. I try to go to bed between 10 and 11 every night. I know there are exceptions all the time, but try to stick with a general bedtime, so to speak, and just go to bed at generally the same time so that our internal clocks are set on a routine. And then also along those lines, try to wake up along the same time every morning. With that being said, try to wake up early to get your day moving. I find that if we wake up later in the day, we feel rushed. We lose important hours of the day, and things just get a little crammed and the anxiety gets a little more panicky. So try to wake up early. I try to wake up between 5 and 6. Also, very important is a healthy morning routine, and that looks different for everybody. You might meditate, you might read important self-help books, you might read the Bible, you might pray, always eat a healthy breakfast, exercise is great, drinking some water, coffee or tea, take a nice long shower, take time to get set up for the day, but most importantly, just use this time to refocus and get prepared for the day. Last year I was in grad school, and I was always up late doing homework, and then it was really hard for me to wake up in the morning. So by the time I woke up, I only had like a half hour to get ready for the day and get to work. And I always found myself rushing, and then the rest of the day was always in a whirlwind. And my anxiety was always really high. And so this year I really focused on making an intentional effort on making that morning routine very intentional and specific to refocusing and preparing for the day. And I find that the days that I refocus, prepare for the day, and do my morning routine, that my anxiety is lower throughout the day, that I get more done throughout the day, and that I just feel more at peace and more centered throughout the day. So I really encourage you to revamp your morning routine. Eating healthy. Eating healthy is very important to making sure that your overall health is great and that your think tank is working. Your think tank in your brain is not going to work if you're shoveling crap into your body every day. You have to make sure that you are eating healthy, enough protein, enough veggies, enough fruit. Stay away from sugars and all that processed food. It's just not going to be good for your body. So make sure that you're eating healthy throughout the day so that you're not only fueling your body, but you're also fueling your mind. And that will help you stay motivated throughout the day. And it will also help give you energy throughout the day so that you stay active and you have the energy to stay motivated. Also, set a schedule for the day. Don't just go nilly-willy throughout the day. Oh, I'll just tiddly here and tiddly there and do this and do that. Set an intentional schedule for the day. I mean, my schedules are pretty intense. I map out exactly what I'm going to do throughout the day, and that's a little much. But set out like a guideline for what you're going to do through the day. Like, I'm gonna practice 2 hours on the flute today. I'm going to practice 30 minutes on the piano today. I'm going to work out for 60 minutes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And that way, and don't just say, I'm going to do this, but actually map out when you're going to do it. Because I find that if you just say, I'm gonna practice 2 hours, when are you gonna practice those 2 hours? Say, I'm going to practice from 4 to 6 today. That way, you know that that time slot from 4 to 6 is sacred and that you are going to practice from 4 to 6. So map out your day. You don't have to map out every minute of your day, you know, map out some fluff time of like, I'm doing nothing. But just know, map out your day of what you're doing so that you don't procrastinate, so that you don't have that time where you're sitting there scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Twitter, scrolling through Instagram or whatever. Map out your day so that you know what you're doing when you're doing it, so that you are accomplishing the goals that you set out in the morning that you want to do. Now let's talk about your musical journey and ways to stay motivated in your musical journey. Let's talk about finding new inspirational artists for your music. So look on YouTube or other related musical websites where you can find musicians and artists to follow and aspire to be like. Don't just find flutists. Find other genres, find other instruments that you like, and really go out of your comfort zone. And then once you find something that you like, try implementing that into your flute playing. Really go out there, like find 21st century music. Like there's some really cool stuff out there. And find some jazz. I love jazz. Jazz is my all-time favorite. Find some jazz artists. Jethro Tull, I mean, come on, just listen to him a little bit. It's really cool. Go out there, listen to some stuff, oldies, nudies. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. I can't believe I just said that. Find some stuff, oldies, new stuff. Go out there and just explore what there is. Listen to some indie music and rock music, R&B, even listen to some rap. Like just explore and then implement that into your flute playing. You never know what can influence your flute playing, and so explore and find new artists that you like and really just dig in. Another great tip that I like to do to stay motivated in my flute playing is to research my pieces. Don't just play a piece and think that's it. Research the piece. Do a theoretical analysis of the piece. Dig into it. What is this chord? Why does it sound like this? Get the piano part. How does this chord in the piano part influence the flute part? Analyze the whole thing. Find the historical background. When was this composed? Why was this composed? When was the first performance of this? Find out all the backstory of it. Find out everything. Find the dirt. Sometimes there's some really interesting stuff that you can find out. And really just explore and let that exploration that you found influence the way you play the piece. Really just dig in. It's all very interesting stuff. Find a flute buddy. Yes, find a flute buddy. I know this is really difficult in, you know, the pandemic with everything going on and that we can't really, you know, meet with people in person, but you can find an internet flute buddy. You can find them, you know, through Twitter, through Facebook groups, or just somebody that you went to college with or someone that you went to high school with. But find a flute buddy and see if they want to do duets. Find a few flute buddies and see if they want to do a small ensemble. Send them PDFs of the sheet music or snail mail them the sheet music, and then use like the app Acapella. There's other apps out there, and you record your part, send it to them, they record their part overlapping over your part, and voila, you have a duet or a small ensemble, and then post it. It's awesome. Just do it. It's a lot of fun. I've done it. Other people have done it. It's a lot of fun. So, you know, explore, do that. And that's a great way to still build ensemble skills. And it's really great because in order to do an ensemble like that, you really have to know the other parts. On the strand of recording yourself with Flute Buddies, also record yourself in general. You can record yourself playing a piece and you can post it on YouTube, you can post it on Facebook, you can send it to your friends, you can ask for feedback. Like there are tons, there's YouTube, not YouTube groups, sorry, Facebook groups that you can post it and people will give you comments and constructive criticism, and you can learn from these experiences. You can basically kind of get a free flute lesson. So these people will give you comments on your playing. It's just a fabulous community that you can get a part of in these flute groups. So join them, get involved and learn. You can also send it to your friends as like a mini concert and let them enjoy it. You can also put on a mini concert for your immediate family. I know they hear you all the time, but you can get dressed up and then you can play your pieces all the way through, pretending like they haven't heard it before, but it's still a lot of fun. So you can definitely do that. And then last but not least, my personal favorite is experiment with extended technique. So much fun. A lot of people are afraid of extended technique, but extended technique is my personal favorite and probably the funnest thing ever. Learn how to beatbox on the flute, learn how to key slap on the flute, learn how to sing and play, all fun stuff. Ian Clark, Shulamit Ron, East Wind, Great Train Race, all of those pieces, Explore, Greg Patillo, look him up, awesome stuff. Check out all of that stuff, very fun things. I'll take some of that stuff down below. Look it up, experiment, compose some pieces on your own once you've learned some stuff. Really fun stuff to learn. So experiment with extended technique and have fun. So I hope that you got some great information from this video and that you will experiment and stay motivated in this time. Please comment below on any tips or tricks that you have to stay motivated in this day and age. And I hope that you will continue your musical journey and stay motivated and kill 'em.